Raw's chaos in this episode.
Chaos, pure chaos. I don't know what's going on over there.
This guy's getting beat up in the back. Regal's making matches.
Welcome back, everybody. After a brief hiatus, we are back with a brand new episode of Royally Rumbled's 2008 Universe Mode. We are your hosts. My name is Jordan.
I'm Robert, and we just had Cyber Sunday, so we are still dealing with the fallout from that. On Raw, we have some looking ahead to do. And in the main event, we have JBL versus Jeff Hardy with huge Survivor Series implications.
I like it. Over on SmackDown, however, your choices impacted the finish of the main event of Cyber Sunday, which saw Shawn Michaels defeat Booker T to become the new WWE Champion. So he is going to be in action tonight in the main event against Shelton Benjamin.
Huge match. But before we get to the main events, let's run down the rest of what happened on Raw. We are live from beautiful Orlando, Florida for this week's Monday Night Raw, and our first match is a championship rematch from Cyber Sunday. Mickie James retained her women's championship in a fantastic match, but after the show, Kelly had expressed that she lost due to the Warriors' grease paint sweating into her eyes. So I have given her this title opportunity. No funny costumes, all business. Mickie attacks Kelly with a forearm at the start of the match, but Kelly kicks her in the face and manages to take the champion off her feet with a well-timed head scissors takedown. The two go back and forth the entire match, trading big move after big move, strike after strike, and eventually, Mickie hangs Kelly up on the top rope. Mickie, while barely conscious, manages to trap Kelly in the corner, allowing her enough time to shake the cobwebs and land a Mick kick for a 2 count. And Mickie hits a Mick DT for the pinfall victory. Is there a more dominant women's wrestler in our 2008 universe than Mickie James? What the hell is this? We haven't seen CM Punk since the go-home show for No Mercy. He's got a mic in hand. I guess let's see what he has to say. I wasn't scheduled to be out here tonight, but that's not much of a surprise. I've barely been promoted on Raw in weeks, and that is why last night at Cyber Sunday, 1% is all that separated me from Kofi Kingston in the tag team title match with Crime Time and Legacy. Now don't get me wrong, I'm very happy for Kofi. Congratulations, by the way, you helped Crime Time win back their gold. So my issue is not with Kofi. No, my issue is with the current management here on Monday Night Raw. You choose to feature guys who bully their way into championship opportunities. You choose to give spots to those who only abuse the rules and etiquette of that locker room. And I, for one, am sick of it. It's been 2 months since I was last booked in a match, and I'm not leaving this ring until I get the opportunities that I deserve.
I'm fairly certain you're cutting into my promo time, boy. Why don't you head back to catering for the night and leave the television time to the people on the roster who win?
Winning? Regal, you're exactly who I'm talking about when I talk about guys who bully their way into opportunities.
Like the time I beat you to gain a unique opportunity?
You didn't beat me, and you didn't beat Triple H last night either. The same goes for Umaga and that Intercontinental Championship. You guys weasel your way into these spots and make every excuse in the book when things don't play out your way. Tell me, Bill, did you attack Flair because you're jealous? Did you ever think that maybe you're just not good enough to mentor Triple H?
Do you think I'm deft? You're baiting me. I know exactly what you're doing. I haven't got the time for you tonight. You see, I have a victory over the World Heavyweight Champion, and that makes me the #1 contender. Plain and simple. I'll be seeing Mr. Helmsley at Survivor Series. As far as you're concerned, I should slap the taste out of your bloody mouth for disrespecting me the way you just did, boy. But I'm not dressed to compete tonight. Seeing as how I can't let you off the hook that easily, I'll just have my big red monster do it for me.
Let's make it official, folks. Kane and Punk set to go one-on-one here, and it looks like Regal and Umaga are going to stay at ringside. The bell rings and Kane clotheslines Punk to start the match, but Punk attempts to wear Kane down. Punk tries to knock Kane down, but it is unsuccessful. Punk goes for the running knee in the corner, but Kane avoids it and hits a big boot. Punk lands a running knee and a bulldog 3 times as the ref stands there with a chair that Regal slid into the ring. Punk gets a 2 count, but locks in the Anaconda Vice before having to release it. Punk goes for a cover and gets a 2 count. Frustrated, Punk is countered by Kane, and Kane takes Punk's head off with a top rope lariat. Kane picks Punk up and throws him across the ring before calling for a chokeslam and sending Punk straight to hell. After the match, Kane is signaled by Regal to attack Punk. If nothing else, Regal is a man of his word. What the hell is going on? Is there a full moon tonight or something? We need help backstage. Murdoch is beating the hell out of Carlito. They were scheduled to have a match tonight. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Carlito is out of it. This is despicable. On the heels of their tag title loss at Cyber Sunday, Dolph Ziggler has an opportunity to get his hands on the man that cost he and John Morrison the championships, Kofi Kingston. Ziggler takes control early, hitting Kofi with some signature maneuvers, including his heart stop elbow drop. Kofi evens the odds a bit, but Ziggler lands a vicious dropkick to the back of Kofi's head and follows it up with a famouser. But Kofi kicks out at 2. Ziggler lines him up and hits a zigzag to pin Kofi in a solid finish.
Man, it is pure chaos over on Monday Night Raw.
Nobody's safe, pretty much, is what it seems like. My locker room is in complete disarray, and there are lines being drawn in the sand.
Yeah, but you have the main event coming up, Jeff Hardy versus JBL.
You know, I feel like I've seen that match already a few times. We're going to spice it up. We're going to add a 3rd person to that match. It's now a triple threat match per my authority. So
Now earlier you did say that this had Survivor Series implications. So what did you mean by that?
The winner of this match will be the captain of Team Raw going into Survivor Series. You have JBL versus Jeff Hardy. And I guess you're just going to have to wait to find out who the 3rd one is. Let's go to the ring.
And Robert, here's the man who defeated Jeff Hardy last week on Monday Night Raw before Survivor Series in that cage match.
He did. And, that was... I felt like the cage was supposed to give a finality to their rivalry, essentially, but it didn't really seem to go that way.
No, unfortunately not.
Seems like there's more meat on the bone.
Yeah, and baby, you got a stew going with that meat on that bone. But fortunately for us, this feud continues. I'm a big fan of Jeff Hardy, and not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big fan of JBL as well. So seeing these two collide here on Monday night is pretty exciting.
It is. It's such a clash of styles, and JBL is taken to trying to take out the trash on Monday Night Raw, as he put it. First with Rey Mysterio, and now with Jeff Hardy here. So we'll see what JBL has in store for this match. I know that he very badly wants to be the captain of Team Raw. Very badly.
Yeah, but in order to do that, he has to take on the Charismatic Enigma, who holds a pinfall victory over JBL.
He does.
Just a few weeks ago, he defeated JBL in one-on-one action. JBL, of course, winning the cage match. So now it's all tied up. This could potentially have been the tiebreaker, but you threw the caveat in there of a third man.
I did, and I'm very excited to let you all see who that's going to be. But I'm also always excited to see Jeff Hardy on Monday Night Raw, especially in the main event. He always makes it something special.
Exactly. Jeff definitely wants to get his hands on JBL here, and to do so would also potentially set him up to become team captain of Team Raw.
Let's see who my third man is. Oh
my God! No way! He's back!
He's back! And he is angry with JBL.
Rey Mysterio, the master of the 619, is back in Orlando, Florida.
This match just got huge.
And from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Rey has been on the shelf for a little while. JBL took him out at No Mercy. We haven't seen him since. This is his first match back, and I'm excited to see what he does in this triple threat.
Bell rings, here we go, and of course JBL and Rey go right after one another.
And JBL takes him down huge.
Oh, and just tosses Jeff Hardy away.
JBL is a man possessed here.
Like you said before, clash of styles here. JBL definitely has the size advantage over both Mysterio and Hardy, but the speed is going to factor in here. And of course, the 2-on-1.
Look at Jeff, not even giving a shit, man.
But JBL getting that side suplex in. A gut-wrench suplex.
And this is interesting. Jeff going after Rey.
Well, sure. I mean, like you said, you put a stipulation on this match. The winner is going to be the captain of the Survivor Series team on Raw.
Oh!
That's a huge opportunity, and what a huge alley-oop bomb there by Jeff Hardy. Into the cover, but JBL there to break it up.
JBL not going to let it happen and just starts mauling Jeff Hardy.
Hardy rolls to the outside. A guy like JBL hits so hard, Robert.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity for JBL to steal this match. Nope, Rey says no, not yet. But he does not look like he is in a good way right now.
Well, you got to factor in the ring rust. Like you said, it's been a little over a month since Rey Mysterio has had a match. So you've got to wonder what psychologically that does to a competitor. Oh, and JBL just has been on point, dropping Jeff Hardy with a DDT.
He's just bullishly running across the ring here and forcing and imposing his will on both of these guys. Look at this. Oh, Rey Mysterio
counters.
Oh.
But JBL does so as well.
Oh, here we go.
Rey knocking JBL down. Wait a minute. To the top rope. Now Jeff going to the outside. Getting him up.
A little bit of teamwork here.
And Mysterio hits a huge drop kick from the top rope, barely connecting with both JBL and Hardy, and it doesn't seem to matter though, as Hardy is all advantage here.
Yeah, Hardy's just taken over outside.
JBL down as Jeff throwing Mysterio face first into the apron.
And Jeff again focusing on Rey.
Sends him back into the ring.
It's very interesting to see Jeff picking apart Rey Mysterio, but he wants to be team captain of Raw so bad.
And look at this, a modified figure 4 from Jeff Hardy. Interesting.
JBL loves it.
I mean, Jeff obviously showing some support for one of his heroes, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, growing up in the Carolinas. Oh, and there's that swinging neckbreaker from JBL to Jeff Hardy. Hardy's down, he's rolling out.
Did you see?
Out of nowhere!
Clothesline from hell! Clothesline from hell! Wow.
And that's it!
Huge finish.
JBL's done it! A clothesline from hell out of nowhere, taking the head off the shoulders of Mysterio.
Damn.
And JBL wins this match.
And he is the captain of Team Raw here. Look at this, the viciousness.
Clothesline from hell, and the cover and the pinfall there.
He saw the opportunity, and he took it.
Here is your winner.
And there he is, the captain of Team Raw, JBL.
It's insane to me, the ego that we're about to see emanating from this man right here. I'm very afraid for the rest of the Raw roster. JBL is your Raw team captain.
Yeah, and taking out the guy that wasn't even supposed to be in the match. He's the guy that I called in, he wanted to get his hands on JBL, Rey Mysterio, but Mysterio eats that clothesline from hell, takes the fall here. We'll have to see what happens going forward, but before we do that, we've got to get to Friday Night SmackDown.
Well, Robert, let's head to the ring because we are in the hometown of the new WWE Champion, who is in the main event. But before we get there, let's run through some things.
Let's do it.
SmackDown opens with WWE Divas Champion Melina making her way to the ring to discuss her victory over Tori Wilson and Natalya at Cyber Sunday.
When I won the Divas title at the Great American Bash, I promised to be a fighting champion. I wanted to put this division on the map, and I think I've done just that. At No Mercy, I put out the challenge to any woman from the SmackDown roster to step up and earn a title shot. Alicia Fox won that opportunity, and in our match, she impressed not only me, but the WWE Universe. Fast forward to Cyber Sunday, and I successfully defended my title against Natalya and Tori Wilson, two of the top divas on SmackDown. So I thought, what's next? How can I continue to make history? See, I don't want to just be the best on SmackDown. I want to be the greatest diva in WWE. How can I do that when there's another champion on the other show? Mickie James, congratulations on your win this week, honey. Now allow me to officially lay down the challenge. You and me, one-on-one, Survivor Series. Just know if you choose to accept, I'm not going to make it easy for you. I want the best, so show me why you're the best on that show.
In the opening match, Mr. Kennedy goes one-on-one with Matt Hardy. Kennedy starts the match off with a DDT, but Hardy doesn't stay down for long, who fights back and connects with a bulldog. Kennedy lands a neckbreaker and then a fist drop, but Hardy takes Kennedy down and traps him in a single leg crab. Kennedy fights out and pushes Matt off, and follows it up with a forearm smash. As he takes the time to taunt, Matt Hardy hits a spinning wheel kick. Kennedy then knocks Matt down and goes for a splash off the top rope, but Matt gets his knees up. Matt misses a clothesline and Kennedy turns it around again, dropping a fist from the second rope on Matt. He then sets him up on the top rope and delivers a Green Bay plunge to Hardy, covering him for the pinfall victory. The tag team division has begun to get a little bit bigger as two teams have a chance to impress SmackDown management. Two local talents wait in the ring as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, makes his way out to the ring with his new tag team, Cody Rhodes and his son, Ted DiBiase Jr. Cody quickly takes Cole Quinn down with a headlock takeover and a kick to the back, asserting his dominance, and makes a quick tag to Ted, who comes in and takes control immediately. He whips him into the corner and clotheslines him. DiBiase even takes some time to choke him into the corner. Cole Quinn makes the tag to his partner, who is able to trade some strikes with DiBiase, before Ted Jr. knocks him down with a picture-perfect dropkick, which sends his opponent reeling to the apron. DiBiase lines up a shoulder tackle and knocks him to the outside, during which he takes the time to tag out to Cody, who is able to dodge Baron Blade and knock him down with a clothesline. Cody and DiBiase utilize the very popular drop toe hold and elbow drop combination, before DiBiase connects with a wild running lariat. Blade makes the tag to Quinn, who tries to put up a fight, but gets caught in a spine buster. Ted Jr. demands his opponent gets up and traps him in Dream Street, picking up the pinfall victory. DiBiase and Rhodes look incredibly impressive in this debut match. What lies ahead for this new team managed by the WWE Hall of Famer? Match 3 sees Maurice versus Maria Kanellis. Maria and Maurice lock up to start the match, and after Maurice locks in a side headlock, she transitions into a key lock. They begin a beautiful chain wrestling sequence, which sees Maria back Maurice all the way across the ring to shoot her off the ropes and catch her with a spinebuster. She goes for a jackknife cover, but Maurice is able to kick out at one. Maurice shifts the momentum back in her favor with a clothesline, but it only lasts a moment because Maria fires back with a monkey flip in the corner and stretches Maurice out in the ring a little bit. Not Charles Robinson gets in the way of Maria in the corner, throwing off her focus, allowing Maurice to gain an advantage for another moment, before Maria hits a beautiful bulldog and an X-Factor. Maurice kicks out at 2. Frustrated, Maria takes a moment to taunt Maurice to get up, but Maurice runs and attacks with a knee strike. Maurice hits a French kiss DDT for a 2 count. Maurice and Maria take turns reversing each other, before Maurice drops Maria with a super kick. Maurice and Maria trade reversals yet again. Maurice drags Maria to the ropes and attempts to use her feet for leverage, but Maria is able to escape and land a second beautiful bulldog. She drags her near the ropes and uses them for leverage, giving Maurice a taste of her own medicine, pinning her to win. Match 4 sees The Big Show and Chris Jericho get an opportunity against Tyson Kidd and D.H. Smith. The winning team joins Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. After being insulted by Chris Jericho during his promo with The Big Show a few weeks ago, D.H. Smith is out for blood at the start of this match, hitting Jericho with a barrage of offense. Jericho is able to evade Smith and trap him in the corner, tagging Big Show and sending Smith flying from the top rope with a Hurricane Rana into the Big Show's arms, who plants Smith to the mat with a powerbomb. Smith wastes little time before fighting back though, sending the Big Show into his corner, tagging his partner as they toss the Big Show back first into the corner. The Cardio Kid begins going after the Big Show, who swats him away after a moment and takes control, landing a fall-away slam on Kid. He picks him up, walking him across the ring, and tags out to his partner Chris Jericho. Jericho lays out Kid with an enziguri before the two start brawling back and forth. Kid traps Jericho in a single leg crab, but Kid is able to tag back out to his partner, and they continue double teaming Jericho. Smith tries to gorilla press Jericho, but is countered into the walls of Jericho. Smith is able to fight free, but Jericho sends Smith into the corner. Instead of tagging out to the Big Show, he nails Smith with a forearm and follows it up with a bulldog. Jericho lands a code breaker on the tag team champion and goes for the pin, but Tyson Kidd is right there to make the save. Furious, Jericho nails Kidd with an enziguri and goes to attack Smith's leg. He makes the tag to Big Show, who goes right after Smith. D.H. Smith tries to fight back and whips Big Show into the corner, hoping for another tag to Kidd, but Big Show counters and knocks Kidd off the apron. Big Show hits Smith with a sidewalk slam and takes a moment to taunt before continuing the assault. Smith is able to counter by raking the eyes of the Big Show. He gorilla press slams the 500-pounder before sending him into the corner. Smith runs at the Big Show, who counters with a Uranagi in the corner and follows it up with a WMD. But Kid is there to make the save. Big Show walks across Smith, and he finishes the match by hitting D.H. Smith with the final cut, pinning him in the ring. Next up, Booker T is ready to address his championship loss at Cyber Sunday.
This past Sunday was one of the toughest matches in my career. Trying to be ready for one of 3 other superstars is a difficult task, but I have no regrets. It was an honor to face Shawn Michaels, but now the goal is getting back to the top of the mountain. You see, I've got a rematch clause in my contract. You dig that? So HBK, whenever you're ready to throw down again, dog, let's do the damn thing and give the WWE Universe the rematch they want to see.
Oh, I'm sorry, Book. I know you were out here to make some big speech where you'd suck up to the crowd and get yourself a rematch for the title, but I just want to be one of the first people in the back to congratulate you on your loss. Is your head still spinning after losing to The Miz a few weeks ago? Because SmackDown management knows that I'm the #1 contender. So skedaddle to the back of the line.
Man, I was wondering when you was gonna come out here. Listen up, sucker. This doesn't concern you. And didn't you lose to Shawn last week anyway? I have no problem proving you wrong too. What do you say we do this right here, right now? You and me, winner faces Michaels at Survivor Series.
You and me, one-on-one, right now. Hell no. I'm not wrestling in a dirty town like San Antonio. Texas is the worst. Besides, I already beat John Cena. I'm the rightful contender. So all that being said, everyone has some claim to this match. I think it's only fair that at Survivor Series we make it a triple threat match.
Oh,
I like your lead there, making that a triple threat. Right. So why not? WWE Champion Shawn Michaels defends against Edge and former champion Booker T at Survivor Series.
I like it.
All right. But before we could make it there, we have to get to the main event of SmackDown as WWE Champion Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, is in action next. And here's the familiar sound. And the premier athlete of the WWE is gracing us with his presence.
I like it. I like Shelton with the biz cash look there.
He's got like a $500 shirt on, it looks like.
Oh, he's emulating one of his heroes, I would assume.
I mean, when you have the money, like a guy like Shelton Benjamin, it only makes sense.
Yeah, SmackDown paid him the big bucks.
Shelton Benjamin coming off a loss here this past Sunday at Cyber Sunday with The Miz, and looking here to capitalize a huge opportunity as he goes on and takes on San Antonio's own Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
There he is, the new WWE Champion, Shawn Michaels.
Look at that shirt clipping through that title.
From San Antonio,
it's fine.
Never looked better.
Everything's fine.
It's never looked better. Look at him. You can see it, you can't see it. You can see it, you can't see it. It's nice.
There's a point, I think, in this entrance where you do see it.
That's hysterical.
It's fine. It's just his debut as champion, and he's in his hometown, and it's just, you could kind of see it through the shirt.
At least it's going well.
Yeah, things
He's
are
so
going.
excited.
Things are going
He's
well.
so excited to be in front of his hometown fans, and they are ecstatic to see HBK, especially as champion. Way to line that one up.
I know, completely unbeknownst to me that we would be in San Antonio, but hey, here we are. There he is, my WWE champion, as voted technically by you, the Royally Rumbled faithful.
Yeah, you guys wanted to see HBK get an opportunity, and he capitalized. Look, he's so chill about fighting Shelton Benjamin right now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Shelton Benjamin showing that he's no one to be joked with, but Michaels,
nice.
nice atomic drop there.
Vintage Shawn Michaels there.
Getting him back to his feet now. It's so surreal to me to see Shawn Michaels as world champion in 2008.
Yeah.
It's a thing that almost happened versus Chris Jericho, but here we are in 2008. Finally climbed to the top of the mountain here, the HBK.
Shawn Michaels as champion just feels right, though, in a certain sense. Oh, and he missed big time in the corner there.
Oh, and Shelton is making him pay for it. But Shawn turning things around, traps him. Oh, dropping him on his neck.
Plants him.
Shelton has to roll out to the outside of the ring, taking a moment. But Michaels continuing the onslaught, and this crowd in San Antonio is all behind their boy.
Right in front of us here.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
I had to stand up because I didn't want my blue suit to get damaged.
It's a very nice blue suit.
Thank you.
Good lord, they are right
And oh my god.
there. Oh, drops Shelton face first on the steel steps.
He dropped him face first on the steel steps, and you could see that would hurt his face.
Not Charles Robinson, up to a count of 6 as the Heartbreak Kid sends Shelton back into the ring.
Doesn't want to steal a victory.
Drops the elbow on the back of Shelton. Now into a cover. One.
Oh. Shelton with the kick out at 1 here, showing some resiliency.
Well, Shelton Benjamin, we've seen an attitude shift from him since coming over from Raw to SmackDown. Losing efforts against The Miz and some frustration with Christian has driven Shelton to seemingly take on a new attitude here, and it's paying off as he finds himself in a one-on-one match with the WWE Champion, clotheslining him over the top rope. Could you imagine what would happen here if Shelton Benjamin beats Shawn Michaels?
He can catapult himself to the top of SmackDown with a win over the champion here.
And now Shelton completely in control. Wow.
Oh my god.
Just dumping Shawn out into the crowd, saying that's where you belong.
Yeah, like common trash.
Go back out with your people in Texas. And now Michaels back on the attack. Dropping Shelton onto the apron.
That's the hardest part of the ring.
They better hurry up and beat the count. They do so. Almost got counted out there. They were at 7.
Shelton with the bravado to just toss Michaels into the crowd, I think, is really remarkable.
It is. Oh, but Michaels counters with that jawbreaker. Shelton catches the leg, trips him up.
Single leg Boston Crab here. Not Charles Robinson, not looking at the move at all.
No, he's just doing yoga. He's doing some DDP yoga.
He did a table there.
But Michael's able to counter.
Michaels, nice back suplex, and let's see where he goes. Is he going to go to the top rope for that patented elbow drop?
It looks like he's going. Shelton rolling around. And Michaels, like a car wreck, clipping Shelton Benjamin.
Got to get his wits about him, but I think we're going to tune up the band here in the corner. Here we go. 1, 2, stomping. Here it comes. Sweet chin music.
Connects, shoulders on the mat. 1, 2, 3. Solid performance from your new WWE champion.
Yeah, solid match all around, I feel like. Shelton had a good showing. Got some offense in on the champ. Here we go. What do we got transpiring here?
Shawn extending the hand.
Wow.
And raising the arm of the WWE champion. And a show of sportsmanship from the premier athlete and the new WWE champion.
I like that. I like that Michaels was the one that first extended his hand. I think that was a nice gesture from him. It's a different feel when the top guy has that kind of respect for everybody else.
That's true. Definitely a different landscape on Friday Night SmackDown, a different feel. But for how long? As before, like I said, Shawn's got a triple threat match coming at Survivor Series.
It's going to be huge.
Also on Raw, we have JBL as your team captain.
He is team captain, and in the coming weeks, we will determine who will join him on Team Raw, so you'll have to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, also joining JBL in that match are Jericho and The Big Show, of course, defeating the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Hart Dynasty, earlier on SmackDown. We'll find out who will be joining those two. Stay tuned for that, because we have a whole bunch of stuff coming and lined up your way. We're seeing this thing through to the finish line.
Yeah, you have no idea. You guys have no idea. So you're going to have to follow us on all of the social medias to stay up to date. Facebook, sorta, Twitter, Instagram, Royally Rumbled. And over on YouTube, you can follow us as well, so you never miss a new episode. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss them when we drop the episodes.
That's true. That's true. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like.
So easy.
And tell your friends, tell your friends about Royally Rumbled, because we're making waves here in 2008. We got some new things brewing in the works for this series.
Yes.
And also some new stuff with WWE 2K22 maybe. But we'll get there. We're still a little ways away from that. If you would like to, you can always follow us individually. I, Jordan, can be found on Twitter and Instagram at JL24FPS.
And I, Robert, can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Yesball.
So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned, because in the coming weeks, we are building towards Survivor Series.
It's going to be huge.
As always, I'm Jordan.
I'm Robert.
And we'll see you on the next one in 2008.